Hey there, welcome to Make Your Body Work. I'm Dave Smith. We're going to get started with some warm-ups here. I'm going to get you to come to the back of your mat. Today for your workout, you just need a mat. Make sure you have a water bottle. Running shoes would be great. I'm going to get you to go into a bit of a forward lunge. And as you'll see right away, we're just getting warmed up here. So in terms of depth of the lunge, I'm not really trying to press down too deep into this lunge. My weight's on my heel, knees above my heel as well. And then I'm going to straighten out my back leg, looking for that little bit of stretch in my hip flexor. If you don't feel a stretch here, you can deepen into the lunge a little bit, or we can go into a prisoner position. And just raising your arms, you might feel a little bit of stretch through the lower half of your stomach and into your hip as we elongate the front side of our body. And then if you want a little more stretch, you can take a look up with me to the ceiling. And we're going to do just a little bit of a backward bend. And hopefully in your left hip flexor area right now, you feel a fair bit of stretch. And we should feel a fair bit of work going on in that front thigh, even though we're not in a very deep lunge. And then let's push back. We'll try the other side. Come on forward. Straighten out your back leg. Bending that front knee, pushing your heel into the floor. Hands onto your ears, prisoner position. And then a little tiny backward bend. That's all it takes. Again, if you don't feel that stretch in the right hip flexor this time, think about straightening out your right leg a little bit more, and maybe then you can deepen into that lunge a little bit. And come on back, one big step. Let's try it again. Back to your right side. Notice this time I'm going to go a little bit deeper into my lunge today. We're going to be doing a fair bit of lunges, so I want you to really get warmed up in this movement. I'm not in 90 degrees yet, but I am a little deeper than I was the first time through. Hands on my ears. Little backward bend, straightening out this time my left leg, and then push it on back. Opposite side again, a little bit deeper than I was the first time, straightening out the back knee, hands on my ears. And this is purely optional. The backward bend, you don't have to do it if you're looking for a little more stretch. Maybe you're pretty flexible and you don't feel that hip flexor stretch right away just in a regular lunge. You can do the backward bend variation. And then push it on back. We're going to do one more each side. And this time, third time through, knees are a little more warmed up. Quads are a little more warmed up. Hips are a little more warmed up. I can go a little bit deeper into my lunge. Again, take a little look up to the ceiling. And good, push back. Last one. Left foot forward, right foot back. Bend that front knee. Looking for about a 90-degree angle in it this time if you can. If you're up here, that's okay. Just challenge yourself, coming a little bit lower than you did last time. Straightening out the back knee as best you can. Little look up to the ceiling. And then push on back. Nicely done. Let's go. Feet together. Hands out. Thumbs out. Push your thumbs back behind your body, really exposing your chest. So we're getting a big stretch through the front of your shoulders and through your chest muscles. We're going to be doing some pretty intense pushing exercises today, so this warm-up is pretty important. I now then give myself a bear hug. Many of you have done this, I know, a lot of times with me before. I'm going to grab one shoulder over top of one arm over top of the other, grabbing onto my shoulders. A little bit of roundness, getting a bit of a stretch through my upper back. And then right back into chest and shoulder stretch. Arms up. If you take a look, I'm making a capital T with my body as opposed to being down here. Capital letter T. Squeezing my butt cheeks, pushing my hips forward, and then we're going to go opposite arm over top. A little bit of roundness in your upper back. Feel that stretch through your shoulders. And again, opening up your chest. A great stretch to do in the morning. Kind of like yawning when you get out of bed. Stretching your upper body. And then we'll stretch the back side. We're going to do one more each side. Let's go front side, squeeze your glutes, push your hips forward, and then back side. Good. Roll those shoulders out. Let's go forward arm circle. We're doing two little mini circuits, each with 3 exercises. And the first one is very upper body intensive, so you're going to notice we're doing a lot of warm up for our shoulders and our chest, our upper body. Let's go reverse or forward circle on the other side. And then the second circuit is a little more focused on lower body. There's still some upper body involved as well, but we're going to add some lunges, some pretty neat lunges, as well as some core work. So first one, get ready. Arms, core, chest, shoulders. Those are going to be our focused muscles in the first circuit. Let's go reverse circle, first arm. A little bit of walk on the spot if you like while you do this. Think about getting your fingertip right up to the ceiling, right down to the floor. Big huge circle and reverse circle other side. Feel your shoulder joint physically starting to warm up. Even though I know this isn't a workout by any means doing this warm-up part of our program today, but you should feel like the muscles are working. So your shoulders should physically be getting warm. Your shoulder muscles are doing the work of rotating your arm up over top of your head. Rotate those shoulders out. Let's go forward circle. Good. We're just going to do a quick little stretch for your hamstrings, a little warm up here. I'm going to get you to go nice wide stance. And if you notice, my heels are slightly turned out. My feet just slightly turned in. I'm going to get you with a very flat back. Hands on the front side of your thighs. Flat, flat back. Start to forward fold. And I use the term forward fold because in this particular one, we're not looking for a rounding of my back and coming down to touch. I'm looking for a fold like a book, flat back. And for me, that's about as far as I can go. I can get my chest so that I'm about parallel to the floor. And then if I were to go any further, I'd really start to just round my body forward. And not that there's anything particularly wrong with rounding forward, but in this one, we're looking for pushing our butt up and back to feel the back side of your legs. Feel a little bit of warming up or working your lower back. And that's what we're really keying in on here. Our lower back muscles are working to keep our chest up. Lightly touching the front side of your legs, and you can slide your hands down your legs. Flat back though. Hips push up. Stretching the hamstrings. Maybe a stretch on the inside of your thighs, depending on how far you stepped your feet apart. If you don't feel any stretch on the inside of your thighs, go ahead and you can just widen out your stance, kind of like we're doing a little bit of a splits. And then you'll feel a little more stretch on the inside. Take a breath in. Exhale, folding forward. Lower back really engaged right now. Chest is up. And then come on up. Feet together. Fair bit of work here. Fair bit of work in the back of the legs. Like I said, a fair bit of work in the lower back. Okay, first circuit. 3 exercises. Think the number 10. Everything's going to be in sets of 10 here. I'm going to get you to come on down onto your hands and knees. And I'm going to show you the first exercise. It's a plyometric push-up, and I know you've heard me use that term before. We're going to do some different variations here, so stay with me. Everyone here on your hands and knees, and notice my butt's poking out. Can I get everyone to do that with me? So your butt is poking out the back. Check out my hands right underneath my shoulders as opposed to my hands way in front of my shoulders like this. So my butt's really poking back. I want to back my hands up. Try this with me. We're going to come on down, 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 and then I want you to exhale, push on up. We're going to try it again and add a little bit of a plyometric. It's going to look like this. Breath in, exhale. Breath in, exhale. Level number 1. Level number 2, hips come forward, squeezing your glutes. Come on down, down, down. Try it with me. Exhale, hips stay forward. Level number 3, onto your toes. Down, down, down. Try it with me. Exhale, a little bit of a push. There's 3 levels of difficulty. Level number 4, this is very advanced. We're going to do a full body plyometric. Let me show you really quick. It's going to look like this. Breath in, and then, and you notice I generate a little bit of power, a little bit of up motion with my hips just briefly to pull my whole body off the floor. We're going to do 10 reps. It is going to go really quick like this. So everyone, into your top portion of your push-up, whether it's a level 1, 2, 3, or 4. Ready? I'll show you one for the pace. Everyone come on down with me. Come on down with me. It's down, 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 and then exhale up. There's the pace. Let's do 10. Ready? Breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome work. Next exercise, we're going to move into it right away. Feet are on the end of your mat, and I want you to come on down onto all fours. So you got feet touching. My heels are just slightly pulling up off the floor. My hands are touching the floor. So everyone's in a position like this with me. I want you then to walk out into a plank. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your belly button. You're familiar with this because we've done a million of walkouts in warm-ups over the last number of months. From here, bending your knees. This is where it differs from our warm-up walkout. Bending your knees, walk back in. And your butt might be up here. Depends on the flexibility through your knees and your hips. That's okay. Or your butt might be down here. This is a low walkout. I'm trying to keep my body close to the floor into a plank. Body close to the floor, walking back in. Trying it with me. Come on out, walk out, 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 out. Squeeze the glutes, belly button tight. Walk in, in, in. Do you notice some strange or some surprising muscles working right now? You might feel your quads. As we walk back in, quads really working. Walk back out with me. Staying nice and low. Walk back in. We're going to do 10 reps total, so let's try 6 more. Advanced people, go ahead and extend your plank. If you're not sure what that means, take a look what I'm going to do here. Extending my arms out, staying low, body's low, hips are low, walk back in. And I know at first glance, or at first try, you might think, oh, walkout, this is easy. Wait until we've done another set or two of those plyometric push-ups. And it won't feel so easy. A lot of work in our shoulders, triceps, chest, and core. Walk on out, plank. Walk back in, hips low, butt down. Let's try 2 more. Walking on out. Can you feel your shoulders? And then if you really extend that plank, you should really feel your core muscles, your abs, and your low back. Walking back in. And last one. Walk yourself out, plank, or extended plank. Walk yourself back in. Come on up. Notice heart rate going a little tiny bit. And we're moving slowly right now. Just you wait till round number 2. We're going to really pick it up. I'll get you to come on down, face up. We're going to do an ab exercise or core exercise. Looks something like this. You get everyone to go knees up to the ceiling, feet flat on the floor. Level number 1 is going to look like this. Feet come up off the floor, hands touch your knees. All I want you to do is hold 90 degrees in your knees, belly button pulls in, flat, flat back, no arch in the low back. Hands are going to extend out, hands are going to come up, touch your knees. Level number 1. Level number 2, we're going to start to extend our knees ever so slightly into a capital letter X. Pull it back in. Trying this with me. So either in a level number 1 or a level number 2. Try it again. Extend. Pull it back in. Level number 3, it's going to be a full X. Try it with me. Belly button pulls in. Make your body into a capital X. Tuck it back in. Level number 4. Oh, you need to be motivated to give this a try. Full X. And then exhale. I come into a tuck position or a sit-up position. And then right back down into the capital letter X. There you go, you got it. Let's give this a try. So, level 1, 2, 3, or 4. Let's try it. A little bit of an X. Everyone moving together, so we're still just moving out, and then we come back to our starting position. Everyone together, sliding out, and then into our starting position, whatever that starting position may be. Sliding out, and then back in. Here's number 4 of 10. Whenever we're doing an extending movement like this, we need to think low back to the floor. If my low back is arching up off the floor, it's a good sign that my abdominals are saying, I just can't do it anymore. I can't hold that low back flat anymore. So I want you to adjust your level of difficulty if that's the case. Come on up. Let's do 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A ton of work. Should feel a whole lot of abs, especially lower abs if you're extending those legs, maybe a little bit of hip flexor. There you go. Grab a sip of water if you like. First time through our first little mini circuit. we're going to really move. 10 push-ups, 10 low walkouts, 10 X-ups. Let's get started. Back down into your mat. First exercise. In some form of a push-up, whether you're on your knees, butt back, knees, butt forward, or toe push-up. Ready for 10 reps. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let's come on right back, and we're on all fours. Go ahead, walking yourself out. Hips staying low. Extend if you like. Reverse. Hips stay low. There's one. Right back out. Feel your abs. After those X-ups and a set of plyometric push-ups, your abs should be quite fatigued already. I'm feeling it. This extended plank, noticeably harder than the first time through. Reverse. Hip stay low. Walk it out. Walk it in. Remember, your hips might be up a little bit higher here. That's okay. You might be going only into a partial plank. So maybe your hands just take a couple steps out. Maybe you step to right here, and that's all. That's okay. As long as you're safely challenging yourself. Let's do 2 more. Walking out, shoulders feeling it, triceps feeling the work, chest feeling the work, most importantly, core feeling the work here. Extend, back in, beautifully done. Flip it on over. Did I mention this first set is going to be killer on our abs? We're into our X up, whatever variation you like. Here we go. Let's extend out and pull in. Extend out, pull in. Extend out, pull in. When you're pulling in, if you're in level number 4, you can hold your knees here. It's a little bit easier version than if you come up and just float your hands. So go ahead and use that as a transition between a level 3 and a level 4. Let's do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A whole lot of work. We're going to skip the water break. We'll get one in a second. 10 plyometric push-ups, 10 low walkouts, 10 X-ups. Into your push-up position. Give me 4 seconds to chat with you here. Think of your levels of difficulty. What you did previously might be pretty challenging here. If we're getting a big arch in the low back, suggests our abs are pretty fatigued. To support that back, I want you to back off a little bit, maybe try a little easier level of difficulty. Let's give it a try. We're in our push-up position. Ready? Let's go for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not easy. Come on back. Set 3 of 3. Walking yourselves out. Go ahead and stop right here if that's comfortable. Go ahead and only step if you feel comfortable enough to continue to do it. Thinking low back. If that low back is getting that huge arch, back off a little bit. 2. Walking right back out. It's amazing how much cardiovascular exercise is involved in a simple little move like this. I don't know if you can feel your heart rate going. After those plyometric push-ups, I noticed my heart rate really elevated. Good. Let's do 4 more. There's 1. Right back out. There's 2. 2 more. 3. Last one. 4. Core. Wow. Upper body, chest, arms. So much work. 10 X-ups. Level of difficulty. Pick an appropriate one. Here we go. X and up. X, up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If you're in level 4, feet never touch the floor. 9, 10, and you just earned a water break. Let's do it. There's our first little mini circuit. So, fair bit of chest. Like I said, shoulders, arms, abs. We're going to move into some exercises that are a little more lower body focus. Let's come to the back of your mat. Get you go ahead and take a lunge. Do you notice after doing those X-ups, a whole lot of work here in our hip flexor? So just like when we warmed up and we said we wanted to get that stretch in the hip flexor, if you didn't notice it before, you should really be noticing it now. I'm going to get you to sit down into a lunge. Hands are on your hips. And I'm moving towards that 90-degree angle in my front knee. And then all I'm going to do from here is push up, sit on down. Try it with me. Exhale up. Breath in, down. Chest is up nice and perpendicular to the floor. Up. Back down. Let's switch over to the other side. Just getting a little bit of a warm-up here, ready for our actual exercise. Chest up. Back legs nice and straight. And we sit down. Breath in. Exhale. Straightening of the back leg. Chest vertical. Feel a little bit of stretch in that right hip flexor. Sit down. Back up. Here's your level number 1. Just working on that low lunge. As close to 90 degrees as possible. Level number 2 and so on are going to start to work on a plyometric. Hands on your hips still. And we're going to go a little bit of a jump right back into that low lunge. Give it a try with me. We're going to go right foot forward, 10 reps on one side, 10 reps on the other. Not a race. Stay slow with me. So everyone's into your lunge. Weights on your front heel, sitting on down. And now you come up or you plyometric up. Ready? Jump up. And then we're right back down. This is our pace. Up. Back down, 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 up. And that front thigh should really start to feel it. Get a little bit of height. Level 4 people, you're jumping through the roof here. Up. Come on, down, 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 up. Let's do 5. Think about straightening out that back leg. I know it's tough, and you probably see my knees starting to bend a little bit. Do your best. Up. Push, and one more. Push. Great job. A ton of work in your quads, glutes. Let's go into our lunge. Weights on that front heel. Same thing, we're down, and then we're up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that is it. Can you feel those quads? Next exercise. I'm going to step off my mat for this one. Let's go. Hands down by your hips. Feet together. And we're just going to go jumping jack. Jump in. Try it with me. Nice little break here. Level 1 is going to be 5 jumping jacks. Level number 2 is going to be star jumps, just 5. Star jump looks like this. You've done it with me before. Give it a try. Star jump. 5 jumping jacks, 5 star jumps. Immediately followed by, we're going to come on down. We're going to go into a burpee with or without a push-up. Jump in, jump up, 5 jumping jacks or 5 star jumps. One caveat, we're going to be doing a pushing exercise right after this. So just be prepared. Maybe holding a plank in the burpee is appropriate. Your choice. So, feet together, hands by your hips. Let's together try some jumping jacks. And ready, we're gonna go for 5 or 5-star jumps. And here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right away on all fours. Let's walk ourselves out into a plank, and then we're gonna walk or jump our feet in. Stand on up. Come on down, walk or jump your feet out. Here's your push-up if you choose, and then walk or jump your feet in. Ready? And let's go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ready? We're down. Walk ourselves out. Jump or step in. Come on up. Right back down. Push up if you choose. Jump in. And back to center. We're going to do 6 sets of this. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk yourself out into a plank. Ready? Jump in. Standing on up. Back down. Jump out. Push up if you choose. Jump in. Back to center. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on in into your burpee. Start into your plank. Jump or step in. Come on up. Right back down. Jump or step out. Down, up, feet in. One last set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on out into your plank. Heart rate should be going. Squeeze your glutes. Jump in. We're up. We're back down. Jump out. Push up if you choose. Jump in. And done. Feel your heart rate. Should be moving. Last exercise. I said we're going to be doing some pushes. We're going to be working on a partial planche push-up. If anyone's ever chatted with me before, you know I'm a big fan of this idea of planche. A planche push-up. I don't know if you've ever seen it. I cannot demonstrate one for you. But we're going to be, a planche is a push-up, nice and tight, elbows in, pushing back up. A full planche has your feet off the floor. And I don't know if you've ever seen anyone do this. Just their arms are moving. An amazing test of balance and strength. What we're going to be doing for our planche, we're not going to be doing that version, is I'm going to turn my hands out to the side. Try this with me. We're on our knees, hands out to the side. The heels of your hand, so the back of your palm, is just the width of your body. So it's very, very narrow. We're not out here. Hands should be on your mat. Level number 1, butt pushing out. Elbows, check out my elbows, how close they are to my body. Triceps, 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 nose touches, and then push on back up. Just like in a regular push-up, I can challenge myself by lengthening out my body, butt comes forward, and then it's chest to the floor, push on back up. You're going to notice something here. Notice my shoulders are in front of my hands. I usually preach shoulders over top of wrists. In a planche, we're getting our hands way down by the bottom of our rib cage, push on back up. Try it with me. You're here on your knees, either butt back or butt forward. Let's try one together. Come on, down, 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 chest touches, push on back up. Level number 3, yeah, you guessed it, it's going to be on our toes. So we're going to be here for 10 reps, and it is a ton. So let's go. We're set up, hands out to the side, on our knees or on our toes. Shoulders are slightly forward of your hands. Squeeze your glutes. Let's go. Come on down. Breath in. Exhale. Keep thinking chest, shoulders pushing forward. Getting those hands back so that when your body comes all the way down, your bottom rib should be beside the heel of your hand. Try it again. It's a breath in, push. Breath in, push. Let's do 5. Breath in, push. Breath in, push. 3 reps, push. Hands back, shoulders forward, push. Good. Last one, push. Nicely done. Compared to a regular push-up, it should really feel a lot of strengthening going on in the back of your arm. Grab a sip of water. There's our second circuit. It's a doozy. 10 lunge jumps per leg, 6 sets of star jumps plus a burpee, 10 planche push-ups. Are you ready? I've got my right foot forward, left leg's back, hands on your hips, chest up, straightening out that back leg. Let's do it together. Come on down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breath in. Exhale. 9, 10. Switch it over. Straighten out that back leg. Ready? Come on down. 1, slowly down. 2, 3, 4. Your level of difficulty is determined by the depth of your lunge and the height of your jump. One more. 10. Awesome. Quads. Maybe butt a little bit. We're into 5 star jumps or 5 jumping jacks. Are you ready? Let's do this together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come into a plank first. Either step or jump your feet in. Come on back up. Right back down. Step or jump your feet out. Oh geez. More push-ups. Step or jump your feet in. 1 of 6. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was a bonus one. I had 6 in my head. Let's come on out and jump or step your feet in. Right back down. Push up. Step them in. And we're up. Let's go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nice job. Walking out into a plank. Jump or step your feet in. Come on up. Right back down. Jump or step out. Push. And here we go. Heart's going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4th rep. Walk it out. Let's go. Jump in or step in. Up. Back down. Jump or step. Push. Jump or step in. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on. Out into a plank. Squeeze your glutes in your belly button. Tuck in. We're up. Back down. Step it out. Push. Jump in. And come on up. We're going to do one more set. Hands and feet together. Come on up. 1, 2. Jumping jack or star. Last one. Walking out into a plank. Jump in or step in. Up. Come on down. Jump or step out. Push. And finish in. Feel your heart rate. A ton of work going on there. If you try and identify some of the muscles that are working, can you notice your quads? Quads should be really worked. Notice your stomach. A little bit of residual work from our first set. We're going to get into a planche push-up again. Hands out to the side. If this ever bothers your wrists, of course, turn your hands forward. Go into a regular tricep push-up. The only difference is your hand position is forward and your shoulders directly over top of your wrist versus a planche, shoulders in front of your wrist. Here we go. Ready? Breath in. Push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze your glutes. 5, 6. Shoulders out front. 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, you earned it. Water break. We've got one more time through the circuit. Let's get set up into our lunge jump here. I'm going to get you to go opposite foot forward. So I've been going right foot the past 2 sets. Ideally, we switch this up just so we balance out which muscle gets fatigued first versus last. Let's go Opposite foot forward, hands on your hips, straighten out that back leg, and let's do it. 1, testing your balance. 2, 3, get some height. 4, 5, 6, 7, stay with me. 8, 9, 10. You're going to notice as you get tired, tendency is for the chest to start bending forward. Think tall, tall chest, perpendicular to the floor. Here we go, 90-degree lunge, chest up. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Again, chest up. 4, 5. Hands on your hips, not on your front leg. 8, 9, 10. Great job. All right, my counting will be better in this one. 5 jumping jacks or star jumps, followed by a burpee. Hands by your hips. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Walk out into your plank. Here we go. Step or jump in. Up. Back down. Step or jump out. Push or hold a plank. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're set 2 of 6 into your plank. Jump or step in, right back up. Jump or step out. Push, jump or step in. 3 of 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Into your plank. Heart rate should be going. Jump or step in. Come on up. Jump or step out. Push. 4. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plank. Jump or step in. We're up. Right back down. Push or a plank. Here's number 5 of 6. Feet together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on back down. Plank. Almost there. Let's go. In, up, down, back, push, back in. Here's number 6 of 6. Thighs should be burning. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. Step it out. Squeeze your glutes. Nice solid plank. Feet in, up, back down, feet out. Push, only if you choose. And we're up. Heart, again, is going. Come on down. Take a breath with me. Slow exhale. Try one more. Exhale. One last set of planche. Hands are to the side if it's comfortable for you. Let's set up with your shoulders nice and in front of your wrist. Glute squeeze, let's go. It's a breath in. Push for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and done. We made it. Go ahead and grab your water. We'll stretch in just a second. Once you've had your drink, I'll get you to take your mat, fold it over 4 times, soft pad for your knees. We're going to do hip flexor lunge and then hip flexor plus quad. So we start off right foot forward. We got our heel right underneath our knee, pushing this left hip forward and down, chest up nice and tall. What should you feel right now? Other than a pounding heart. Should feel a stretch in the front of your left hip. I want you to think about pulling your shoulders back, and you might feel a bit of a stretch in your chest and the front side of your shoulders. That's all we need right there. Let's try the other side. Left foot forward, knees over top of your heel, chest up, shoulders back, push the right hip forward and down. Looking for that stretch in your right hip flexor. Some people tend to find a little bit of a stretch even in their hamstring on their supporting leg. And good. Our next one, I'm going to do it in front of a wall. If you've been doing Make Your Body Work for a while, you're going to know this one very well. Depending on your flexibility, you might want to use a wall as well. Wall makes it a little bit easier. So I position my mat so it's just a couple inches away from the wall. I'm going to put my right foot up on the wall, so my toes are on the wall. Follow along with me. The closer your knee is to the wall, the more intense the stretch is going to be. So if your knee is 4 or 5 or 6 inches away from the wall, it'll be a little less intense. If you back your knee right up against the wall, it is going to be a very intense stretch. So we've got that toe up on the wall. It's kind of like a partner pushing our foot up towards our butt. And then we go into hip flexor lunge. If this is too much, by all means do a second set of hip flexor lunge. We're still getting the stretch in our hip flexor, but you'll notice with your foot propped up, it is a huge stretch in your quad, the front of your thigh. The same position as before, chest up, shoulders back, chin tucks in, right hip pushing forward and down. Huge stretch, hip flexor, quad. Breath in. On your exhale, push that hip forward and down. Try it again. Big breath in. Exhale, hip forward and down. Great job. Let's switch. We'll try the other side. Same thing. I'm going to start this time left toe up. And if this is ever uncomfortable on your knee, in this case my left knee, just go ahead and take your mat, fold it over another couple times. Make a real soft cushion. You can put a pillow down on the floor. Anything to give your knee a little bit of barrier between the hard floor. Shoulders back, chin in, chest up, left hip pushing forward and down. Feel that stretch in your left hip and in your quad muscle again. If you have the flexibility, go ahead and you can reach behind your body and you can grab on to that back foot and hold yourself. So you don't actually need the wall. It's just sometimes a nice little bit of a support. A little bit less work in your upper body, a little bit less balance than holding yourself in that position. Good. And come on down. We're going to stretch out our shoulders and our chest in child's pose. Like we always do, make sure your knee is in a line with your hip, and then your heel is in that same line, and your toe is in that same line. The toes are the tricky ones. Sometimes the toes want to turn in. Try and straighten them out. You might feel a little bit of stretch through the front side of your ankle and the top of your foot. Let's go. Reach your hands forward. Thumbs are just a couple inches apart. Check it out. My arms are nice and straight. Elbows off the floor. Forehead comes down and touches. On your breath in, inch your hands forward. On your exhale, inch your hips backward. It's a constant tug of war. We're pulling ourselves forward, then we're pulling ourselves backward. We're getting a bigger stretch each time through our back, through our shoulders, our chest. Working on sitting our hips down to our heels, stretching out our knees and our hips. Excellent. Your choice here. You can either sit down in this Japanese position if it's comfortable, and we continue to get that little bit of stretch in our quads. We're going to do our tricep stretch. Hand up over top of your head, giving yourself a pat on the back. And then your opposite hand is going to help push that patting hand a little bit lower down your back. Chin up, chin away from the chest. Very, very tall torso. So I'm trying to avoid this. Oh, it feels so comfortable. But we're really working on poor posture here. Chin up. Chest exposed. Push that hand down your back. Feel the stretch in the back of your right arm right now. And let's switch. Roll the shoulders out, left arm up. Pat yourself on the back. Right arm, helping that patting hand down a little bit lower. Every exhale, push that elbow down. Feel a little more intense of a stretch. And then relax. Let's go big shoulder roll out, up, backward. When we pull our shoulders backward, thinking exposing that chest, stretching out the chest, shoulders down, forward, back up. Should feel a nice tension release through our traps, the upper part of our back, and then a nice little stretch through our chest and our shoulders when we pull our shoulder blades together. Let's try reverse direction. Forward, down, chest exposed. Oh, it feels so good after an intense workout. Notice your heart rate right now. Very cardiovascular what we did today. Heart rate hopefully is getting close to a normal or resting heart rate. And last one. Excellent work. Thanks again. I really appreciate your commitment to the workouts. I'm going to see you again in a couple days with another great workout. Take care.